Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about this very important topic of anger management. Anger is an emotion. The effects of it we can see not only in our homes but also in the world around us. The, the killings which happen out of rage, people mistreating other people, and the disharmony which comes into our homes are all the results of anger taking over us. If we talk about somebody getting angry, the expression we use is that they lost control. Who lost control? What did they lose control of? So something takes over us when we see other people getting angry and hear the things that they're saying, which they normally would not say and probably do not even mean. But in anger, they would end up saying things which could be very hurtful to the other person and very damaging to the relationships. So the anger, the havoc it wreaks, it damages our relationships. When we have said such hurtful things to our near and dear ones, sometimes they withdraw from us or they're careful around us. They're not free and open anymore. And we severely limit our lives and the possibilities in it when we have not been able to manage our anger. The anger is managing us. We are not managing the anger. Sometimes anger is portrayed as a positive emotion, like in so many Bollywood movies, Amitabh Bachchan in the 80s and the angry young man. It's like supposed to be good. So the hero really gets angry because something has been done. And in anger, he goes and he gets a superhuman strength. He bashes up all the goons and he's victorious. So Bollywood for so many years it has promoted this anger and this revenge concepts which do not work at all. So anger, they say, it's like holding a burning hot coal in our hands with the intention of throwing it on the other person. And all that is happening is that I'm burning my hands. Many times we don't want to forgive and let go because we think, oh, this person has done so much wrong to us. How can I forgive them? But the damage that is happening by not forgiving them, the resentment which is brewing inside all the time, the anger which comes up, if it is damaging one person, it is us. It's not doing anything to the other person. So forgiving and letting go or working on our anger is for us. It's not for the other person. What happens when we get angry? So if we start observing ourselves, we'll find that our body becomes tense or our heart starts beating faster. The breathing becomes shallow. So if we were to observe ourselves chemically, so many chemicals are released inside our body which impact our heart. So a mechanism was built inside the human body so that they can meet up situations which are grave and threatening. So anger many times activates that system inside. And when we are constantly activating it, we are putting our body under so much strain. So the very angry people you will see, they will many times be suffering from high blood pressure, heart diseases, you know, stroke could happen, yeah, ulcers could happen, long-term brewing resentment. So the new age understanding of the diseases that is emerging takes into account the impact of dysfunctional emotions on our health. So we literally destroy our body with these constant toxic emotions that we are feeling. And what are these emotions fed with? They are fed with this constant stream of negativity in our mind, of hate in our mind. So, this one person who we are against, and we will be remembering what they did 5 years back, 10 years back, 20 years back, you name it, we can do it. We have a, we could write a book on it, how much we are angry with these people. And we'll hold on to it. Like that becomes us. That is my identity that I hate this person. And anybody I meet, I can tell that person, this person did this, and just look at me. So anger is also two-way energy. So while it could make the another person, the perpetuator, the bad guy, then we make ourselves the good person. It's, oh, this has been done to me, and the poor me. Believe me, that's also a form of an ego. We might think that this angry person is very egoistic. We also are very egoistic in holding on to this self-pity. As I work with people, and many times I meet two people separately at the ends of a conflict, maybe like a couple. Believe me, if you hear the husband, you will feel that he is in the right. And if you hear the wife, you will feel that, gosh, she's never done anything wrong. So everybody in their own viewpoint, in their own world, thinks that they are right. And with anger, they hold on to their self-righteous positions. Anger is very self-righteous. So whenever we are angry, if you observe yourself, you will be so certain that you're right. There is not going to be an iota of doubt in your mind. And they say that wisdom begins with doubt. So, this anger, which is built on this big story. So you can take one person that you're angry with, or one place where you're angry with, and, start analyzing the story that is behind it. And bring in doubts, bring in the other person's viewpoint about it. So if the wife feels angry, I've seen it so many times that husband leaves like the towel around, or the stuff lying around. Maybe I could calmly listen to the other person's viewpoint, what they think about anything. With the anger, if the anger is there with the mother-in-law, the sister-in-law, just imagine their viewpoint, or imagine yourself in their shoes. And many times it's very difficult to imagine it. So in that case, it helps to talk to a neutral person or a friend whom you trust, who could give you another viewpoint, so that you can break the structure in your head. Or if this doesn't help, you could see it in terms of past life theories. So in terms of past life, what we have seen is this pattern which repeats from life after life. So if there is somebody who is really giving me a hard time in this life, so the pattern, the karma theory, it says that I would have given him a hard time in a previous life. Yeah. And the next time, this victim perpetuator cycle will be reversed. So it's like we are caught in this cycle, and it goes on repeating till we come to a point of forgiveness, unconditional love within us. That's the goal. So if you really dislike someone, I would say that's a very good reason of letting go. That, gosh, you don't want another birth with them, do you now? So this we have seen practically in many, even many of the sessions that I have taken, or I've even read about, that this is, if they were to be taken into a past life, they would be together and probably still fighting. Just the power position would be reversed. So why be so angry? So if I am at the receiving end now, maybe I was the one giving in a previous birth. So I'm saying that this theory would help you let go of this deep knot of anger inside you, and nobody can make you let it go unless you want to. So if you're hearing something like this, that means you're ready for it. You're ready for a change. See, how we are feeling at any point of time, we often give so much credit to the surroundings. But feelings are always coming out of us. Suppose, I am with someone that I like, or I'm outside in a garden really enjoying myself. So this sense of enjoyment is inside me. Maybe the garden is helping to bring it out, but it's right there inside me. Same is true of any emotions. So instead of thinking that this person makes me angry, change the statement. Call it, there is anger inside me. Right? Wayne Dyer says this beautiful statement in one of his talks. I really love it. I keep repeating it so many times. He says that if you squeeze an orange, only orange juice will come out. So if we get squeezed, what's going to come out? What's inside us? And I find it so interesting when we see this episodes like Laugh with Gags, where people are they face practical tricks, practical jokes, and there some people get angry and some people would laugh at it. People have different reactions to the same trick played on them, right? Because of what was inside them. So our emotions are our responsibility to heal any emotion. This is the primary thing that we have to understand. Whatever I'm feeling at any point of time is my responsibility. Okay? See, unless you take the responsibility on yourself, you'll always be waiting for that other person to change for you to feel good. You'll always be in a weaker position. Don't need to wait. It's me, it's just me every single time. Yeah. So then, when we have come to this, that my emotion is my responsibility, and then how we start working on it, right? So, awareness is a very important process where we watch ourselves, we go into witness state, right? We observe. Meditation is a very important aspect. So we sit, we focus on our breathing. In one of the subsequent videos, I will be uploading a video on a simple guided meditation, explaining the meditation process also. So please do see that. So you would know about the process of meditation. And it helps enormously when practiced over a period of time in healing these negative emotions which have taken over us. It's like we are in the grip of these monsters who are destroying our life. And the thing is that we just keep seeing that the other person is destroying our life. They are not like me. I'm doing that to myself because I'm constantly thinking those negative thoughts and it's making me feel bad, right? Or if I'm meeting a situation in a very different way than I can. Suppose somebody does something and I don't like it. I could very well say to them, express myself calmly without the need to shout at them. So anger occurs at many levels. It could be shouting at someone, the grossest form hitting someone, or it could be anger in our mind. We're so bitter. So outside, the person might be like very well behaved, right? But inside, it's a seething anger. And this anger is directed at oneself, and then also we go into a lot of sicknesses. Even, I feel cancer does have an emotional component to it. That's my feeling. Many other diseases can happen. One can even slide into depression with this anger which is never expressed outside. It's just inside. The outside, the person is just a very well behaved person. So it depends on how we are brought up. Sometimes we are allowed to get away with anger and we might, uh, you know, form that as kind of our attitude. And sometimes anger is so suppressed, it's not allowed at all. And then our attitude could be that no way, I have to like appear like a nice person. But yes, this anger is of course there. Yeah. So, awareness and meditation, awareness is watching yourself being in the witness state. Right? That also gives us our power back. Right? Or there could be other simple techniques which we could use. If we are angry with one person, we could write a letter to that person, express ourselves. What is it that we would like to say? Say anything. You don't have to be spiritual at all. You could say just about anything. And then when you have written it, don't give it to that person. Burn it. Yeah. So burning is also like annihilation. You've like removed it from your life. You've just let it go. So this ritual you can do again and again till you find yourself that you can reach a point where you can have some acceptance or some forgiveness for that person. So then you can write another letter in which you write this, like, okay, maybe there's some good that you could see in that person. You write this. You say that, okay, so I'm done with hating you. I let you go from my life. Or the karma of your actions stay with you. I don't want to destroy my life, my happiness, and my peace because you did this. So you could come to a letter like this and burn that also. So that could be a way in which you can let go of these deeper emotions within you. You can even, uh, say these things in a mirror, let it out of your system. You could even beat up a pillow. There could be physical release for an anger, right? Exercise is also physical release from the anger. You could, like, if you're feeling angry, just go for a fast walk or a jog or have a rigorous exercise session. And it could just release it from your system. Tearing a newspaper can be one. And all of this should, of course, be done in the privacy of your own space, not in front of other people. Right? So there are many ways to express our anger, and the worst way is to express it with the person that we are angry with, because we are so out of control that it just goes here and there. When we are calmer, if there's something which bothered us and we felt angry, we can just walk away from that situation. And when we are calmer, then we can talk about it with the other person. This is what made me angry, and I didn't like this. You know, so you could, if it's your partner, you could see that you could both progress like this together, where there's an expression of feelings allowed. As we are growing up, mostly we are not in that mode where we can express ourselves. And then what gets expressed is that suppressed anger, suppressed emotions get expressed, and they are very dysfunctional. So if we could just learn to express ourselves calmly, you could also ask yourself through the day, what am I feeling? Many times we are completely disconnected from our feelings. We don't know what's happening inside us. And then anger just takes us unawares. Right? So if you ask yourself, you'd find yourself connecting to your deeper feelings. You'd find that you would be able to know what you're feeling, and you would be in a better state of empowerment to deal with it. So anger does not need to take over our lives. And we can empower ourselves with simple practices, and we can have a life which is lived from a very calm space within us. So know that your happiness, your peace, your calm, it is within you. But it's for you to work on yourself, to take out time for yourself, to do the practices which can help so that you can reach this place again. So this fountain of peace is there, but you become disconnected from it. And we are looking outwards. That's also how all the addictions happen. And people feel so lost because they're constantly searching. You don't need to search. Whatever you're looking for is deep inside you. All you have to do is to follow a disciplined practice regime, like meditation, like do meditate every day for maybe half an hour. Start with 10 minutes, build it slowly so that you connect to your own self. And as you do that, you will notice that your behavior will shift. Your behavior with other people will shift, right? You will be able to maintain your calm. And that's how you would know that you have progressed. And I feel that's the only thing which is important. It is not important how the other people are behaving. Let's not give our power away to them. But it is important how we are being in every moment. Are you being the best version of yourself in every moment? That's the question to ask yourself. And I hope that you do, following these simple techniques that I have just listed. And have a very good day. And I will be meeting you again soon with another video on the self growth series. Thank you very much.